Squirrel!
Don't claim to know your story, don't even have my own. In the search for glory, gone with them sacred rules of old. They went missing down Highway 49. Devil's at the crossroads, sitting doing time. Preacher man discovered, passed down from saint to sage, like a kind-hearted lover who's been lost on this stage. Went missing down Highway 49. Devil's at the crossroads, sitting doing time. Not saying they're right or wrong. I ain't no Texan dancer, Lord knows where I belong. Went missing down Highway 49. Devil's at the crossroads, sitting doing time. Junkie and the chigger just seen who done the crime. Captain pulled the trigger. Who's doing time? They went missing down Highway 49. Devil's at the crossroads. Is he yours or is he mine? Don't claim to know your story, don't even have my own. In our search for glory, gone with them sacred rules of old. We're missing down Highway 49. Devil's at the crossroads, sitting doing time. Devil's at a crossroads, joker's doing fine. Just sitting doing time.
That's not good. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Ah, there we go. For some reason, I had no microphone there. That was really quite bizarre. Yay, nobody got to hear me sing today. All right. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's take this and flip it over to the live. Let's double check something though.
Squirrel!
Yep, that's still working. Okay, time to go live. And it is time for the show. So let's wind this puppy up and knock it out of the park. Putting it to the wall. It's episode 466 with plugins to color your world, zipping it all up, ensuring those products are available, and ClassicPress options, all coming up on WordPress plugins from A to Z. WordPress. It's the most popular content management and website solution on the internet. And with over 80,000 plugins to choose from, how do you separate the junk from the gems? Join us for a weekly, unrehearsed conversation about the latest and greatest in WordPress plugins. This is WordPress plugins from A to Z. Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you happen to be hiding out there on the globe today. Coming to you direct from the Brewery Overlook in beautiful Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. I'm John Overall. And I have the usual show for you today, but of course, right off the top, we start out with great appreciation for the No Agenda Show and their inspiration of ideas and the occasional stolen sound clip.
Squirrel!
This is a value for value show. I look forward to everyone providing some value back. You can start doing that by subscribing to the newsletter, getting out there, hit everyone in the mouth, tell them about the show, spread the word about WP Plugins A to Z, or you can catch it live every Thursday at noon on my YouTube channel. Okay, this is episode 25 of 52 episodes for 2020. It's episode 466, and we are 1 week from being halfway into this crazy year. And with another 6 months to go, it's time for everyone to get out there and step it up. As we've just passed the longest day of the year, we are now 25 weeks into 2020 and 14 weeks of the Rona. No one really knows what the world has in store for us. At the beginning of the year, it was pretty optimistic. Then for a couple of months, it was panic about the Rona. Then for a few minutes, it was panic about a few weeks. You might think it was a few minutes. A few weeks, it was panic about the riots and protests. Now we are being told to panic about the Rona again. How about if people live their lives, take appropriate precautions to preserve their health, like humans have been doing for millenniums? I'm pretty sure the human race will make it through this disaster like it has so many others throughout the dark recesses of history and time. These are indeed strange times to be alive. I'm doing what I can to prepare my kids, my grandkids for what is coming. The best thing you can do is relax, take a breath, go buy a gun, go for a walk, build a garden, realize things are not nearly as bad as the news says they are. So save your sanity and your amygdala and find out why you're not going to die by listening to the No Agenda Show. That really helps you out. I have some news from the world of WordPress for you today. So what do we got here?
iPhone, schmyphone. The way I see it, the only good phone's a landline, and the phone should be made out of Bakelite.
That's right, everybody. Time for tech news. John, do we have tech news?
Oh, absolutely. We have some tech news. Some of it's fun, some of it's not so fun. Let's see where we start. Let's roll the wheel. First off, there's some more political correctness for the language police. And this article here, the proposal to rename the master branch of WordPress own Git repositories. This is a lovely article. And you can read that there are some dissent within the article itself and in the comments about what people have had to say. You know, in other language, the proposed words are just as bad as it would seem. Yes, words matter, but to who do they matter? Seems to me this is just another stretch and grab at feel-good politics and virtue signaling. But that's the world we live in. Everyone wants to virtue signal and tell them what a great person I am. Look at me. I changed the words on something so that somebody doesn't feel bad anymore. Pull up your pants. Become a man. Become a big girl. You know, do something useful. Okay, enough of ranting on that. Let's go on this one here. Google Core Web Vitals. Seems Google is going to throw a new metric at everyone dealing with SEO. This new metric is coming down the pike in about a year and a half, give or take, depends on Google's schedule. And it's a new metric on Web Vitals. And I haven't fully wrapped my head around it, but this is a really good article here from BlogAid telling you some of the things you need to be aware of now and how to start preparing and ensuring your site is ready for when this new metric is included in the SEO rankings on your website. So you might want to look into this. If you haven't heard about the Web Vitals, well, again, it's one of those things that Google comes along, and when Google wants something, they generally start out by saying, yeah, we think we're going to do this. Oh, on second thought, we're going to cram it down your throats, because you need Google search engine results, because unfortunately they are number one. You end up complying with it. So check this out and make sure you're caught up to date on it. And on the lines of forcing things down our throats, this is another one from our benevolent dictator, Matt Mullenweg. And this is where they are getting ready to force down our throats full site editing from Gutenberg. They keep wanting to call it the Blockberg or the block editor, but I really like Gutenberg. It's a much nicer name for it. At any rate, they're going to make it, and it's expected to come out in the next release of WordPress, just in time for WordCamp USA in December, where they're going to cram this in there. And this article talks about how they don't feel it's fully baked and fully ready to make Gutenberg a full site editor. This is not just the editing area, but this is a full site editor to edit sidebars and text and widgets and etc. Something you'll want to read into it. This is a really good article talking about what is coming down the pike and how it's going to be crammed down our throats, whether or not we want it. Okay, another article I've got for you here. Now, this one here is great. If you're a developer that does local development on your local computer, you will already know it's important to use a tool such as ClassicPress or some other tool, but you're also going to need a local SSL certificate for that URL you've got. And oftentimes you'll end up with SSL errors because it's not a certified certificate. This article here tells you how you can set up your SSL certificate as an authority for your local HTTPS development. In other words, it will become an authenticated certificate on your own computer. Really good article, and if you're into local development and you're having the SSL issues, read this. It tells you how to go about setting this up on your local development site or on your local development computer for your local development site. So really good article to go check out. And then following up on more stuff from the Rona and how it has really impacted the lives of internet security professionals and many others, is that remote workers are posing a new security risks for companies and corporations and organizations that had everyone in the office where everything was secured. Now they've sent people home and they're working from their home networks, which aren't always secured properly. They're working from maybe their own personal computers, their own personal devices, which may or may not be secured properly. They may be using them to surf porn sites or some other things along the way, which, you know, the employer can't control that on their personal devices. But this is a good article talking about how that security problems have been identified. And if you're a company or an organization or somebody who suddenly has home workers and you haven't thought about the security of your home workers, this is something you'll want to look into. So go check this article out. So that's pretty much everything I've got from that. So real briefly, this show is supported by you, the producers of the show, and it is a value for value model. And I look forward to lots of value coming from everyone. And number one thing I need,
we just need cash. I know a lot of people want to send blankets or water. Just send your cash.
Absolutely, just send your cash. But if you can't send cash, there's lots of other good ways to support this show. One of the great ways you can do it is becoming a executive producer, or in the case of a art producer, we got a great piece of artwork this week. We got a great piece of artwork this week from Daniele Pies. I think that's Daniele. Oh, I'm butchering the poor guy's name. Sorry about that. It's really hard for me to enunciate this particular name. At any rate, Daniele Pays from DanielePays.com, really great website. And we'll go to his website after we take a look at the artwork. If you're on the live stream, you can see the artwork. Really cool. Got the WordPress logo slapped up along the side of looks like a 26-story building. I kind of like that. I wish I could afford to do that kind of advertising in real life. But really great artwork. I really enjoy it. It's nice to see different pieces of artwork from different people on the show. And go check out this website from Daniele Pays. And he's a web designer and marketer, graphic design, web design, marketer, video production, template design, all kinds of things you can get from him. Looks like some really great work. So go check him out and go support him. Okay, executive producers this week. I don't have any. Unfortunately, executive producers are anyone who comes in with a donation of $50 and more. They get an executive producer credit, and it's a real credit. You can use it anywhere credits are available, and I will vouch for you. So a big thank you, though, to all the producers who came in under $50. And thank you for those of you who have set up small weekly subscriptions. You know who you are. They do remain anonymous, and I thank you very much. Those subscriptions do help out. They don't put any money in my pocket or completely pay any bills, but every little bit helps offset my total costs. If you want to support the show, you can do that. Go by going to wpplugins.com/donate. Or submit your artwork at the WP Plugins Art Generator, or submit articles, news, and information, or submit plugin suggestions. Links are in the show notes. So that's pretty much all I've got there for you. So let's go off into the meat potatoes of the show. Okay, ClassicPress options. What have I got this week? I don't have anything really for ClassicPress options. I do have a bit of news that I think I might have covered, but let's cover it a little bit more in depth. And that is ClassicPress's Classic Commerce. The beta release is out for people to test out. And this is a really good article talking about what they did, how they forked WooCommerce, kept most of it intact, kept all the major functionality of it intact, unless it depended on Jetpack or WooCommerce store, and will allow people to build upon top of this to have a really good, solid WooCommerce or a e-commerce platform for ClassicPress. And it's called Classic Commerce, and it's going to be really quite good, I think, when they get it all done up. So go check that information out. Other than that, I don't have anything else except for the usual spiel about ClassicPress resources, the ClassicPress Club, the forums, the plugin lists, etc. Go check those links out in the show notes. If you're listening and you use ClassicPress, send me information on what you can find. I haven't had a whole lot of time to research ClassicPress as I've been solely working in WordPress for the last few months, and it's really hard for me to make the time to do the research for ClassicPress. So help me out here, folks. I'd love to get more, but I really need some help to do it. Okay, plugins this week. What do I have for plugins for WordPress this week? First off, what I've got for you here is one called Export Media Library. This was sent in to me by Angel Lemieux, and you all know him very well. He did a guest host with me, he supports the show in numerous different ways. So this one here is something that will help you export your entire media library. It allows you to export the entire media library files as a compressed zip file, an archive. Simple to use. The export option is added to the dashboard under media, and being open source and free, it does exactly what it claims to do, and Angel has given this one a 5 dragon rating. Go check it out if you're looking for a way to download and preserve your media library. Could be important depending on how much stuff you have up in there and how you get your backups and downloads. Okay, the next one I've got for you here is called the Amazon Affiliate Product Availability Tracker. And what this one does for you is, if you're an Amazon affiliate, you may or may not know, if you're a really big one, that you've got to monitor your Amazon links unless you have some dynamic ones in there to make sure that they always point to viable Amazon products. This is a plugin that goes in and it checks all your Amazon affiliate links in your websites and then checks at Amazon to see if those products still exist and making sure that they're viable, thereby helping ensure that when people click those links for you, you actually make a little bit of money when they buy the products. Very cool plugin. I'm not an Amazon affiliate anymore. I didn't make enough sales when I had it, so they booted me out of the program. Half expected that because I really didn't promote it all that much or spend a lot of time on it. If you're going to be an affiliate marketer, that becomes your full-time job. You build your website and then you spend all your time dealing with the affiliate marketing. So basically, no matter what we do in the world, we always end up having to specialize and do something. Anyway, great little plugin. Seems like it would solve some really great problems. They do have a premium version of it, so we give it a 4-dragon rating. Go check it out. The Amazon Affiliate Product Availability Tracker. Okay, and the final one I've got for you here today. This one again comes from Angel Lemieux, and it's called the Central Color Palette. And this one here allows you to use and manage a site-wide central color palette for a uniform look and feel with your site. This goes into the theme customizer as well as a classic editor. You define the central color palettes through the settings menu, and all plugins that make use of the WordPress color picker can benefit from this as well. So there's lots of different things you can do with this one here. Help you get colors all set up and situated on your WordPress website. So go check this one out. It's called the Central Color Palette, and Angel gave it a 5-dragon rating. Thank you very much, Angel. You made my week easy this week, along with the other fella. So anything to help me get everything carried through. Okay, this show currently brought to you by... Save time and money managing multiple WordPress websites. If you have several WordPress websites to manage, either for your clients or yourself, then you know how much time it can take managing them all. Time that is spent on mundane administrative tasks and then losing that time for your important business tasks. CMS Commander is an online service that solves this problem and makes managing multiple WordPress websites fast and easy, as simple as controlling a single site. By placing all your websites in one powerful dashboard, CMS Commander makes it possible to update, backup, and manage them all at the same time in one place. Features of CMS and Commander include one-click updates of plugins, themes, and WordPress core for all sites, automatic scheduled website backups, website cloning and restoration, uptime monitoring and analytics integration, bulk posting and automatic content. Sign up now for your 14-day trial at cmscommander.com and access all the features that will allow you to manage more websites and save time. Absolutely. CMS Commander, great product. I've been using it for years. And that is an affiliate link. Please use wpplugins.com/CMS Commander. Help me make a couple extra bucks a month. Okay, and contests. I don't have one yet. Still getting it prepared and ready. It will happen. Life is always in the way, it seems. Okay, and finally, I closed out this episode. I covered up the following plugins. The Central Color Palette, which I gave a 5 to, or which actually Angel gave a 5 to. The Amazon Affiliate Product Availability Checker, which I gave a 4 to. And the Export Media Library, which Angel gave a 5 to. Okay, and a couple of quick reminders. The meetup this past week was a bit of a success. You know, we had someone drop out from the WordPress community to visit, and I had a couple of friends of mine attended. It was really nice. Good, nice, sunny kind of day. We had burgers and dogs over the barbecue. One buddy brought along some homemade pork and beans. We had ourselves a really great time exploring the garden, chatting, talking for a few hours. So, hey, next time we do one, hopefully sometime in July, if you're wanting to attend, please feel free to reach out to me. Okay, and if you would like to be on an interview show, please contact me at wpplugins.com/interview. And if you want to find out more about me and the crazy things I do in life, go check out theroguestavern.com. And you can find out what I've been doing, especially the garden that I got to show off this last weekend. And that's everything I've got for you. Shortened down version of the show today, but hey, that's all there is for it. But it's still worthy of a tequila shot. And thanks, MDN. You were there, and so thanks a lot. I'm glad you enjoyed the barbecue. All right. Off we go. We'll let my girl take us on out of here.
Reminders for the show. All show notes can be found at wppluginsa2z.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the newsletter for more useful information delivered directly to your inbox. WP Plugins A to Z is a show that offers honest and unbiased reviews of plugins created by developers because you support the show. Help keep the show honest and unbiased by going to wppluginsa2z.com/donate and set the donation level that fits your budget. Help us make the show better for you by subscribing and reviewing the show at Stitcher Radio, Google Play, and in the iTunes Store. You can also leave us a review on our Facebook page using wppluginsa2z.com/Facebook. You can also watch the show live on YouTube, check out the screencasts and training videos, and remember to subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications of all new videos. Follow the show on Twitter at WPPluginsA2Z. John can also be reached at his website, johnoverall.com, or email him directly, john@wppro.ca. Thanks for joining us, and have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the show. This show is copyright by johnoverall.com. So until next time, have yourselves a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you happen to be out there on the globe today.
Alrighty, well, thanks a lot, folks. I greatly appreciate you tuning into the show. Much appreciated, and I'll just call that a wrap today. It's been a quiet day, and we'll catch you all next week. Off we go. Take care now. Bye-bye.